little thing about me. Like I kind of just a little bit like to be center of attention, just sometimes. And so these ones actually have like that sort of like noise that the heels make. You know, just like a little click, clack, click, clack. Hi, my name is Kolade Ladipo. I'm an actor, dancer, film photographer, creative director, and an all-round creative. I'm gonna start from top. So I am wearing Tom Ford glasses. They're my pride and joy, my babies. I'm wearing this top from M&S, which I love because I was looking for a specific top and I just knew that I'd find it in M&S. I am wearing my skirt, a kilt from a charity shop. I'm wearing black denim jeans from Zara. And my shoes are from Primark. These are quite relatively new. I had some other boots that are very similar to these, but without the silver point. Little thing about me, like I kind of just a little bit like to be center of attention, just sometimes. And so these ones actually have like that sort of like noise that the heels make, that the other shoes don't. So I kind of just like, you know, just like a little click, clack, click, clack. So yeah. In this outfit, I could be doing a plethora of things. So I like to always be comfortable, but also stylish when I'm at shoot. But I could also be wearing this, running errands, doing work from a coffee shop. It doesn't matter where I am. If I can look good, I'm putting an outfit together, so yeah. When I'm working at a coffee shop, I tend to be working on my company called Noir Gaze. Noir Gaze is a platform that was created for Black queer people and POCs in the North specifically. We have our own magazine launching soon. We have club night, and we have community outreach. For me, the most important thing is meeting new Black queer people all the time. Clothes is just also just a massive ego boost for me. When I'm wearing a specific outfit like this, it just helps me feel confident. An outfit like this makes me feel like I know what I'm talking about. I just feel very free. I feel very myself. The more confident I felt within my sexuality, it became very apparent in my clothes, for example. I still remember the first time I wore a crop top. It was like summer of like 2020, and I just cut one of my tops. And I remember I was going to a place where I felt very confident, but I remember walking down the road, because it was like only like a 2-minute walk, but it was like walking down the road, I was like, oh my God, like the people in the car are all staring at me, and they obviously probably weren't. And then I had a really good night, and it was just such a good time. And then slowly that progressively became into like wearing shorter tops, and then eventually skirts. And I always kind of was the kind of person I was like, oh my God, I'd never, like when I first came out, I'd be like, I'm never gonna wear makeup, I'm never gonna wear heels, I'm never gonna wear skirts. And that's not me saying that no one should do that, but I think when you have a preconceived notion of what it means to be queer, you then sort of like take that on with you. And of course, we all have some sort of internalized insecurities and homophobia. You place those insecurities on yourself really harshly. But then the more you love yourself and the more you become confident with yourself, you're like, I can wear what I want. And then that's how I am today, wearing skirts and whatever. I have a certain silhouette that always works for me. Baggy on the bottom and then slim fit on the top. For me, that's always gonna be my silhouette. I think that silhouette just works perfect for me. As someone who's very slim, my legs are very skinny and very pencil-like, so like I don't like to have them out in short shorts or anything like that. So I really enjoy having like a really like baggy bottom and then like a slim fit top. And I bought the skirt from a charity shop. The first time I wore it, I didn't wear it with anything underneath. So it was the first time I'd worn a skirt of this length, and I was just like, it was summer. So I was like really enjoying it. And then I was like, oh my God, how can I wear this in the winter when it's still kind of cold? I was like, okay, we'll just layer it. And I was like, cool, amazing. And I layer it with different trousers, sometimes tracky bottoms, sometimes the blue jeans, and sometimes I don't wear them with heels, sometimes I wear them with trainers. And yeah, it's just very versatile. And sometimes I dress it up as well, so it's really nice. I would always say, wear whatever feels right. I'm wearing an outfit that I would normally wear if I was going to like a dance class. I like to have a balance between like looking kind of nice, but also very comfortable and something that's very breathable. So I'm wearing my green tracksuit bottoms, which are really baggy, which I really love. And then I'm wearing my green Adidas shoes, which I absolutely love. They're super comfy. They're a Christmas present from my brother. And I'm wearing my blue cardigan, which I got from a charity shop. I do a lot of charity shopping. In the like last year or two, I've become a lot more sustainable. I just don't like having many clothes that everyone might have. And then I'm wearing a long sleeve black top. I kind of like to think that I'm very independent and I have my own mind and no one knows what's going through my mind. But the reality is people spend a lot of time with me, so they do know what I like. And I think my brother probably looked at those shoes and be like, he probably would like these. He could probably style this a certain way. And when I started styling them a certain way, he was like, that's exactly how I envisioned you styling that. And I thought that's actually quite like cute, because I never think like that. I always think that no one knows my style, it's so unique, it's ever changing, but actually, you know, maybe we all are as basic as we think sometimes. I got into dance at a very young age, and I was always like the center of attention. I really loved just performing. The day after my last A-level exam, I had my first ever music video, which was for Wande Cole and Jules Baby, which are really big Afrobeat artists. And it kind of was like really exciting for me because it was literally the day after my last A-level exam. So I was like, oh my God, that's what I'm gonna do. That first music video just opened the door for everything, basically. I met loads of people that day who asked me to come to another music video like 2 days later. And it kind of just was a segue into a lot of opportunities for me. I find it so interesting. I always realise that if I'm wearing a certain type of outfit, I dance a certain way. For example, if I'm voguing, I tend to be more femme, and in those kind of states, I like to wear something like maybe like a skirt or something that's a lot more flamboyant for me. But if I'm doing hip hop, I like to wear baggier clothes, which are a little bit more masculine. And sometimes if I'm just dancing by myself, a basic outfit in all black just keeps it very neutral, and I can just sort of like do what I want. A lot of my clothes that I have either been given to me from like my friend's mums from the 90s. She's like, oh, I have this skirt or this corset two-piece that I think you might like. And I've just had that now for years, and everyone still thinks it's brand new. And they're like, oh my God, I've never seen it. I was like, I've worn it literally like so many times. A really, really important mantra. If it doesn't feel right on you, or it doesn't feel right within your skin, you're just not gonna feel comfortable during the day. You're just gonna feel like really like claustrophobic in your own skin or in your clothes. For me, that's a big indicator that I have to just completely change my outfit. And the second thing is, try not to buy any clothes for a long period of time, and just work with the clothes that you have inside your wardrobe and see how many different outfits you can piece together from the clothes you already have. And if you can't piece a lot of clothes together, maybe some of the things aren't really working for you anymore, and it's an indicator that your style's changed or progressed a little bit. So I'm wearing a top from H&M, my trousers from Uniqlo, my shoes from Primark, my sunglasses from Tom Ford, and my necklace from Warren James. The first time I wore this top was for my graduation, and I always knew that I was never gonna wear a suit for my graduation. I didn't want to be the boy who was wearing a suit. I wanted to be extra. Also, the notion of having to wear a suit is very masculine, and it's just not something that has been drawn to me for a very, very long time. This outfit is a little bit versatile as well, but as you can see, it's a little bit more glam. So it would be an outfit that I would wear to either a premiere, for a movie screening or something like that, or an event that has been hosted by a company, so like a Tinder event that I've been going to recently. But also this is an outfit I've worn to a friend's 30th birthday party. This outfit makes me feel so good. It makes me feel very elevated, very elegant, very regal almost as well. It makes me feel very highfalutin.
I love that.
I used to be an all black girly. I used to wear all black up until I was like 20 something. I think black is just sleek. I think everyone else says that whole thing. I think Coco Chanel said every girl needs like an LBD, like a little black dress. I do believe that, you know, sometimes beauty is pain. I am, you know, victim of that sometimes, but I'm sorry, I don't like pain. But I do have like 1 or 2 pairs of heels that cause me a little bit discomfort sometimes, but I'm also very specific about how I buy things. If I can wear a heel, and I know that I'm probably gonna wear a heel for like maybe 5-6 hours maximum. I mean, I wore some purple heels for like 8 hours to wait and watch Beyonce, so that I'll never do again, because then that ended up being like 10 hours because then we went out afterwards. I'm Kolade, and this is what I wear.